Hello, I'm Salustiano Romero from Fridays 3 to 6 p.m. and today I would like to present my project about the theater and its evolution. The theater is one of the oldest art forms with roots tracing back to religions and social rituals in various cultures. In ancient Greece, theater took on its classical form, with genres such as tragedy and comedy, pioneered by playwrights like Sophocles and Aristophanes. Later, the Romans adapted Greek theaters, adding elements like elaborate stage designs and amphitheaters. Here we have some pictures about the theaters in the past. This is a chronology or a timeline about the evolution. It started for antiquity, Middle Age, Renaissance, 17th and 18th century, 19th century, and 20th century, and contemporary era. The antiquity divided in two parts. Greek theater developed in the 6th century before Christ era with tragedy. For example, Sophocles, Aeschylus, and comedy. For example, Aristophanes. Performance took place in a large amphitheater featuring cruces and marks they amplify emotions. The other part is Roman theaters borrowed heavily from Greek theaters but added elaborate stage design and focuses on the spectacular, catering to a mass audience. Middle Age. Theater during the Middle Age underwent a fascinating transformation evolving from religious roots to more diverse expressions. Here, an overview of medieval theater. They divide in two parts: transition to public space with a mystery plays. These plays dramatize episodes from the vibe, often performed in cycles, for example, Creation to the Last Judgment. And the other side is the performance style. The sets were simple, often using wagons called parchment wagons that could move between locations. After that, we have the Renaissance. The Renaissance divided into the theater in England with the Elizabethan era marked the golden age of the English theater with William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, and Ben Jonson as a notable figures. Shakespeare's works such as Hamlet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and blended human emotion with an masterful storytelling. And the theater in Italy, the Commedia dell'arte emerged as a popular theater form in the Renaissance. This is a genre featuring improved performance, stocks characters like Harlequin and Parlatone, and exaggerate comedy. In the century 7th, 17th, and 18th centuries, theater evolved significantly under the influence of the neoclassicism, which emphasized strict adherence to classical ideals, such as the three units of time, place, and actions. Here we have pictures about the 70s and 80s century theaters. After that, we have the 19th century. in focus of the rise of melodrama. Melodrama became the dominant theatrical form during the 19th century, particularly in France and England. In fiction, it exaggerates emotions, clear moral distinctions between the good and evil. And the advent of realism by the late 19th century, realism emerging as a powerful movement in a theater led by playwrights like Henrik Ibsen and Anton Chekhov. After that, we have the 20th century. The 20th century was a period of profound transformation in theater, marked by the emergence of the new movements and styles. Realism and naturalism dominate early in the century, focusing on the truthful depiction of the everyday life and social issues. The last one is the contemporary era. The contemporary era in the theaters is defined of innovation and exclusivity. Technology plays a central role with advances like digital projections, virtual reality, and immersive staging creating new experience. Interactive theaters engage audience actively in storytelling. Very much, and I hope you will like my presentation. Thank you.